Trying to run a test stream here, see how it works. This is my first time using OBS. Hopefully just a few people will show up and I can test the settings and see how that's working. How you doing if anyone exists there? I'm gonna play some Hearthstone while we test this out and see if anything is working. So I have an arena run that I'm on where I'm, I think, 6-2. So I will probably run through that and see how it looks and see if anybody shows up. If you are in the chat, would be great if you could say hello. Let me know how the levels are. Like if you can hear the sound, my sound. Can you hear the sound of the game? That sort of thing. Like I said, I'm just doing a test right now to see how things look. I may actually hang out and play some games, but mostly just trying to make sure that my configuration is working because I'm using OBS for the first time. So can you guys hear me? I'm gonna just start playing and see what people think. Hey folks, nice to see a few people. Okay, you can hear me fine. Can you hear the game sound? Is that coming through at all? The microphone sounds good because last night there were some problems with it. Perfect.
For Doomhammer, I will fight with honor.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so I have been, my first few streams I was on a Mac streaming, and I'm slowly transitioning over to Windows because I was just kind of doing it to see how it worked and that sort of thing. And typically at home I'm on a Mac. So hey Rama, nice to see you. Hey Nerdy Mechanic. Lots of folks getting here. Yeah, I do have the sound on the game pretty low. I mostly just wanted to see if it works. Sounds like it's working, so that's good. And I am playing Hearthstone. Yeah, the resolution is stretched. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to configure the settings to get things working, but having it stretched out was the only way I could really get it showing where it was actually showing everything. If anyone has any suggestions on how to do it, I'm using the game capture thing. But the problems were, oh, this is great. So far my opponent is not playing very well, which makes me happy. So I'm playing an arena game right now. This is just one that I've been running through the week. And so I think I'm 6-2. So I'm on my way out, and my deck isn't great, but my hand is actually pretty good. Like Questing Adventure, I don't think is that good in Arena, but not much to do about that. Yeah, hey EQNL. Yeah, so I'm just testing today to see how everything works, and if things are working fine, I may just keep streaming and just play some games, but no real pressure to do so. Now this is not the best situation ever. Yeah, and it's nice to see you guys too. Thanks for coming. I didn't announce this. I actually wasn't even really planning on doing a stream, but I just decided to, because I've been playing around with like configuration on OBS all morning, and yesterday, I streamed for about 4 hours, and I didn't I didn't really get to play any games, which was a little bit of a bummer for me. Like I love talking to you guys, but I also really like playing games, and I don't get to do it nearly as often as I'd like. So it'll be nice to play a little bit today. Yeah, Nerdy Mechanic. I always wonder about that, like, because, people in the chat want to play too, and, which is fine, it's like fun, but, and I don't really, whatever, I don't care if people are looking at my hand or anything like that. I just wonder, like, how, especially for the people who like play pro Hearthstone, right? Uh, or even like pro League of Legends, like how do you keep people from scouting? Like I worked for Wizards of the Coast for a long time on Magic, and oh man, that was rough. Oh man, that's rough. Well, I probably lost this game. Well, I don't know. I've got that Argent Commander, but geez, that's ugly. Uh, what do I do here? There's a really annoying interaction between this healing totem and this guy, where I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to what do you call it? Deal with this. Like he's just gonna get a dude every turn. That's pretty annoying. I don't think there's anything I can do about it in the short term because I gotta get that big dude off the table. But I think if I win this game, it would be pretty much a minor miracle anyway. So I'm not too worried if I go down at this point. Uh, yeah, this is gonna be a bad game. Shagu. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked my mail from yesterday. Oh no. Well, this was a fun arena game. But that's cool because when I lose this game, then I can start up and this is just amazing. This guy and this guy. I've never actually seen them on the board together, but that is a rough beat. Let's see. Well, this isn't terrible. Is it 5-7? Yeah. Let me do this. That at least should buy me a little time and mess some stuff up. Oh, Ko is playing Landmark again? That's awesome. I love that guy's stream, and so I'm really, really excited. I mean, I first found him because he was playing Landmark, but even off and on with him playing. Oh, jeez, this is rough. Even with him playing off and on other stuff, like it's been so much fun to watch that I don't care. Wow. It's funny because I'm getting stomped, but like he doesn't have a lot of pressure on me, so so oh jeez. Well, that's cute. That's actually really cute in the current circumstance. Yeah, this is going to be great because it's actually going to remove the utility of this guy, which is really funny. And I mean, I'm still not in a great situation, but maybe I can pull out of it now. Hey Geek Domo, how you doing? I'm actually just testing out OBS to see how it works, make sure that I have all my configuration up correctly. Looks like I do for the most part, though my screen is really stretched out. Oh man, he hexed my guy. I can't win this game for anything. It's pretty amazing how comprehensively rough this situation is. But yeah, I definitely need to figure out how to fix this. Dave is streaming? Really? Did he get his stream up? That's pretty awesome if he did. Let me go check that. Whew. This is not good. Oh, let's see if I can live another turn or two here. That's awesome if Dave is streaming. Sorry, I'm just doing a whole bunch of things. I'm not even looking at my game anymore. This is kind of suboptimal. Hopefully nothing too bad happened. Well, if he doesn't play anything too scary, I should be okay. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I'm just out of gas. Wow, this guy's deck is really good. That's pretty awesome, actually. Let's see. someone say that Dave was streaming? Zaitzi, is he streaming? I don't see him up unless he's got like nobody in his stream. Yeah, I don't see him up. But Ko is streaming that. Streaming Landmark. That's pretty awesome. Well, geez, this is just terrible. I really wish I had a, what do you call it in my hand? That card. That good card, you know? Consecrate. But I don't. I don't really think this is going to help a ton either. But, let's see. Let's just let him beat me and see what he's got. It's a test stream. I'm actually not really even paying attention to this game. This guy's deck is really good. Harvester, you get out of the Navy in a year. That's awesome. What do you do? Oh my god, this guy's deck is good. I mean, there was just no chance I was winning this game for quite a while, but it's pretty amazing to see just how comprehensively good this dude's deck is. I'm not seeing Dave streaming. Is he just not... Does he not have his game set? I guess I can go to it by his name. But, oh, he's got a really funny version of the name in there. That's cute. Oh, well, he's all set up. That's awesome. That makes me really happy. So if you want to watch Landmark, you should definitely go check Dave out. Dave's playing. This game's over. Let me just go ahead and concede. Shaggy, yeah, it was, that was a rough game, you know, but nothing you can do about it sometimes. Like, that was the end of my arena run. My deck wasn't great. It had some good cards, but it didn't really come together. So 6-3 was a pretty good run. Dave's name is Dave Georgeson on Twitch. So I can actually just link that. Give me 1 second. Because I don't blame you at all if you'd rather watch him. But let's see. Yeah, there he is. So go by and say hi. He's only got a few people in his channel. If someone does go over there, please tell him how to change change the title of his broadcast, because that would be good. Speaking of which, I should probably do that. And I'm just going to leave my game as Landmark, just because I'll probably be answering Landmark-related questions. But let me go ahead and tweet out that I'm doing this too, because that's pretty fun. But yeah, I think that I will do another arena run here, and time permitting, I may even play some Banished. Sorry, let me just do this update real quick, and having some tech difficulties here. But so for everybody in the chat, thank you for coming, and no, definitely go watch Dave or watch both. Oh, a gold questing adventure. That's not too shabby. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna goof around and play some games, so I thought I would stream and hang out while I do that. And I guess as far as a pack goes, that wasn't terrible. So I'm gonna fire up another arena run here. See how it goes. Man, I'm excited that Dave's streaming. I'm glad he got it all set up. I wanted to help him set up, but I'm glad he's got it done. How many times do I stream? Usually I have been streaming once a week, on typically on Saturday or Sunday, just because of work. I can't stream all that often, and I have just been working on my setup here. And so I decided to, since I had it, I think I have it all mostly set up. I'm still trying to figure out how I've got this so stretched out. But once I get that fixed, then I think we're in good shape. I wonder if oh, that didn't help. Actually, I wonder if I can just shrink this down now. Maybe that's the issue. Stand by, folks. Let's see what happens. Well, that is suboptimal. I'll just put it back on stretched out, and you guys know that these guys aren't quite this fat, so we'll all survive. And so welcome to the stream if you're just joining. My name is Omi Daryani. I'm the Senior Brand Manager of the EverQuest franchise. That is EverQuest, EverQuest 2, EverQuest Next, and Landmark. So if you have any questions about that, I'm happy to answer. I streamed yesterday for about 4 hours, basically just answering questions. So my plan today is to hang out and play some games, since I didn't really get to do that yesterday. But yeah, so I just started up an arena run on Hearthstone, and we'll see how it goes. I picked Paladin, which is nice, and got a very clear first pick in Defender of Argus, so I'm going to take that. It's always like one of the best cards to take. None of these are particularly good. I'm going to take the Iron for Grizzly, though. Then let's see. Hi Lisa, how are you doing? Here, tough choices. The Guardian of King. These are actually all really good cards. I'm going to take the Acolyte of Pain. I feel like it's a card that I can play with really well. I'll take the Harvest Golem is clearly the best of these three cards, so I'm going to take that. The Ogre Magi is the best of these, but not by a ton. So if you're trying to get better at Hearthstone, there's actually a Google Doc by a guy named Anti-Gravity that is really, really good for Arena. Arena is actually like pretty difficult to do well, but it's the best way to earn cards and, you know, kind of get your experience in. It just is. It's pretty tough to make it work when you're new. I'm gonna take the hammer here, but let's see. Well, typically I would give away some Prime Grappler keys, but we gave them all away yesterday, all the ones that I had with me at home. So, I don't have any more Prime Grapplers for this stream, I'm sorry. Tales of Arda, I only play Landmark, so what is the Arena? Is that part of EverQuest? No, this is actually part of Hearthstone, and I'll go ahead and change the name of the stream. This is a Blizzard game. It's a trading card game, and the Arena is one of the play styles. So here I'm going to take the Fairy Dragon. I think a lot of people like Wolf Rider, but it's really not that good because of the one toughness. It's kind of like a 3 damage spell. It's really the only way to play it in Arena. Here I'm going to take the Spellbreaker. I love Spellbreaker. It does a lot of good work. Let's see. Oh, this is a tough pick. Argent Protector and True Silver Champion are two of the best cards for Paladins. So here they are up against each other. I'm actually going to take the Protector, just because I feel like the 4 slot, as you can see, is already starting to fill up, and the 2 drops will get a lot more play. With this, I gotta go with the Imp Master. Arcane Golem is okay, but kind of like the Wolf Rider is just a damage spell. And the Young Priestess really isn't that good, especially in this deck. Ooh, this is another tough choice. Mad Bomber's pretty good, but not in the caliber of the other 2 cards here. Yeah, Fairy Dragon is really good. Let's see. So trying to keep up with chat. At least it's more chill today because I didn't announce the stream, so not quite as many people. But thanks for being here, folks. Do really appreciate it. Let's see. I think so. I'm a third of the way through the draft, right? 10 out of 30 cards. I don't have anything that costs more than 4, so that's pretty good for the early stuff. These two cards are both very good. I'm going to take the Stormwind Champion just because it's really good in Paladin because of all the 1/1s you can make. None of these cards are particularly good. I already have the Prime Grappler, so I'm here to watch you play, not for the bribes. Yeah, well, I think that a lot of folks are starting to have the Prime Grappler, like, and that's intentional, right? Like, we give them out on a whole bunch of streams, and the goal, honestly, is to get folks to come watch the streams. Not just ours, but, streams in our community as well. So, it's really good, and, we anticipate that everyone will get them. And what we're going to do is when we get to closed beta, all of those guys all the Prime Grapplers are going to fall off, like they're not going to work anymore. So we're going to have a new item, and we're still working on what it is. Unskilled Elder, hey, watching your stream makes me want to drink wine for some reason. Yeah, I can't imagine why. What should I take here? I'm having kind of a dilemma. I really don't think the Ancient Mage is playable compared to the other two. I kind of like Mana Wraith. But Mana Addict, I think, probably is the best of the cards. I only have one spell, though, far. Man. And yeah, Unskilled Elder, X-Manx. Ancient Mage certainly isn't a terrible card, but I feel like in the Paladin deck especially, the 4-slot fills up a lot, and the spell damage isn't tremendously useful. So, I don't know. I'm a little torn this early. I think that I'm going to take the Mana Wraith because it's got some disruption ability. That may not be the right choice, but we'll see how it goes. Here, I think it's a really clear pick. The Dark Iron Dwarf is one of the best cards. And Repentance is okay, but really situational. It's only good sort of towards the end of the game when your opponent plays something ridiculously big. Madman Moose, you want to share some of that scotch? Yeah, well, I've got 3 different bottles over here today. Taking it a little bit easy to start with, but if anyone buys me a drink, then I suppose that I will reluctantly pour some scotch. Is Omid getting addicted to streaming? I wouldn't say addicted, but I do really like it. I enjoy the fact that, I get to hang out and talk with you guys and answer questions, like at work, I just don't have time to be everywhere answering questions, right? Because I have to do all the brand management stuff and get us ready for closed beta. So it's kind of fun to just be able to chill out on the weekend and talk to everyone, answer a bunch of questions, and just chat. So yeah, I would love to stream more, and definitely going to try to at least stream once a week because it's been pretty fun so far. I'm sure you'll be super reluctant. Yeah. No, like I said, I really enjoy it. It's just one of those things where it's tough to find the time, to be honest. Like, I'm streaming on my own time now. So back to the game. I think that Loot Hoarder is really the only pick here. Humility is okay. Dragon Mechanic is okay, but Loot Hoarder is really good. How long have I been playing Hearthstone? I've been playing since closed beta. So not super, super long, but I have a pretty long history in trading card games. I have been playing Magic since I was in high school. I used to work for Wizards of the Coast and for Upper Deck, so I am pretty competent at trading card games. I wouldn't say that I'm pro level, but not too bad. And here, Stone Tusk Boar is really not that good. Stormpike Commander is alright, and I think I like him more than most people, but Chillwind Yeti is really just one of the best cards. Let's see. Dave thought I called him a cheater because I saw dashes when he selected. I wasn't saying he was cheating, but maybe. Oh, Geek Domo. Gotta be nice to Dave. It's his first stream. He's just figuring everything out. Hey, Shiro, how you doing? Hey, Druid's Fire. Nice to see you too. Again, here I'm going to take the Harvest Golem. Harvest Golem is one of the best cards in Arena, and actually just in general in Hearthstone. So I'll pick it. I already have one, but you know, a lot of folks in my chats are EverQuest players, so Hearthstone is a fairly new game for them, and so I get a lot of feedback on helping to improve people's play. And so this is a great example. Harvest Golem is one of the greatest examples that there is of the principle of card advantage, right? Like, Harvest Golem is basically 2 cards for the price of 1. So, you know, they have to kill this 2/3 and then you get a 2/1. So, you know, they may have to use 2 cards to actually get rid of your 1 card, which means that you end up with a huge advantage. And the more often that happens, the better. Let's see. Am I worried that I might drink too much scotch and let's spill some inside EQN news? Unskilled Elder. No, I'm not too worried about it because I pretty much keep secrets for a living. And, you know, I have a lot of discipline for it. You know, when you do business development type work, like, you end up drinking with partners and potential partners and rivals and competitors and all sorts of different people. So you get pretty good at, you know, understanding when it's time to keep your mouth shut. So none of these cards are particularly good. I'm going to take the Argent Squire because it again has potential to be a 2-for-1 card because of that Divine Shield. Oh, that is the worst 3 cards I've seen in a long time. With these 3 cards, I think there's only one choice, but it doesn't make me any happier. Getting 6 health isn't super useful. You know, it's only useful when you're really already dying, and it's not going to help you change the game to your advantage. The same is true for Eye for an Eye. It does damage, you know, when you're losing. So I'm going to take Humility because at least it can slow something down. This is another good set, right? Shattered Sun Cleric is very good. I'm going to take the True Silver Champion because I don't have one, and it's actually just a very powerful card. Let's see. Domo got slapped down by Moobot. Yeah, well, Geek Domo has banned me on his show, so it's only fair that he gets banned on mine. You guys do a great job of not really hiding much from us in the first place, so there's less to be hiding. It's true, Mork, but, you know, there are plenty of things that we're not ready to talk about yet, like PvP, like the details of the crafting system, a lot of stuff for EverQuest next. You know, and remember that before we got to August 2nd, right, like, we weren't telling anyone anything, and that was really hard. It was really hard not to let anything slip there. Oh, hey, Cena Space. Nice to see you, too. Let's see, it is what time over there? Nice, getting into the evening, but cool that you stopped by. So I'm just playing some Hearthstone and chilling out, testing out a different setup for streaming. So I'm going to take Equality here. Emperor Cobra is also really good, and Master Swordsmith can occasionally be good in Paladin decks, but Equality has the ability to, like, really equalize out a game that's not going well for you. I'm going to take the Dark Iron Dwarf just because it's a pretty busty card. Like, you know, getting the 4/4s and 4/5s for 4 are really good, and his ability can cause a really favorable trade too. So this is a no-brainer. The Loot Hoarder is, I mean, just look at the difference between these 2 cards, right? This guy is a 2/2 with Taunt, which is okay, but this is a 2/1 that when it dies, it replaces itself with another card. You know, the difference between these 2 cards, and if you're new to trading card games, the difference between those 2 cards, once you understand that, is going to give you a tremendous amount of insight into how to play trading card games. So, a very good teaching moment here. Ooh. Acidic Swamp Ooze versus Argent Protector. Both tremendously good cards. The Ooze is great because against any deck with a weapon. I'm going to go ahead and take the Argent Protector because it's great against everybody. Hey, Grimfire. You know, I don't normally, but you know, I had some tech difficulties at the beginning of the last stream, and so wanted to test stuff out today. And as you can see, I'm still struggling with some tech difficulties. The screen is very, very stretched out here. Trying to figure out how to deal with that, but I'd rather just go ahead and play some games and hang out than get everything perfect at the moment. So this is a tough one too. Bloodsail Raider I'm definitely going to take. I like it even in decks where you don't have weapons because it's just, you know, it trades with Fairy Dragon, it trades up against a lot of 2-drops, and now I can definitely, you know, because I have the True Silver Champion, every once in a while I'll get a 6/3 for 2. Juhlar. Yeah, my audio is way better today. I'm actually able to use the mic today. Yesterday, for whatever reason, it was messing up, and I ended up having to pull it out and use the built-in mic, which is right next to, you know, because I'm doing this on a laptop. Like I said, a very new streamer, and just really kind of testing it out to see how it goes. And you know, the internal mic is really close to the fan, and because I'm playing games and streaming and the video cards are going crazy, you know, the fan is going non-stop, so it basically sounds like you're in a wind tunnel when you're on that one. Alright, I'm going to take a 3rd Argent Protector, which makes me happy. Here I'm going to take Silverhand Knight. It's another really efficient card, so I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty happy in general with how this arena is going. I don't have that many spells. I don't have any Consecrates, which is kind of disappointing, but I've only had to make, I think, maybe 2 or 3 picks where I didn't get a good card. Let's see. Really like Abusive Sergeant for the surprise attack. Yeah, me too. Abusive Sergeant is growing on me. I'm actually trying, I have a constructed Paladin deck that's really all about leveraging the 1/1s, the little dudes that you can make in all different ways. And I don't know if it's good yet. I'm still just kind of testing it out. But I've had good results, like good early results, and Abusive Sergeant is one of the things that really makes that deck happen. So here I have 3 pretty good choices. I think Violet Teacher is the best choice, but I don't have a lot of spells, so I'm a little worried about that. I have 1, 2, 3, just 3 spells so far. So Violet Teacher might not be as good as it normally is. So I might want to take the Imp Master. So I only have 3 more picks, so even if they're all spells, I don't have a ton of them. So yeah, I'm going to take the Imp Master. Not always the correct choice there. Usually you would take the Violet Teacher. Yeah, I'm really glad that the audio is working. Geek Domo gave me a great recommendation on a mic, so I bought that, and it is a really good mic. Just yesterday I didn't get to use it. So Stampeding Kodo is definitely the best of these cards. Again, a 2-for-1 card, and if you look, that's really what I've been trying to get. Like, this is a 2-for-1 card. You know, by putting Divine Shield on something, it gets to you know, trade for something like an additional card. The Loot Hoarder gets a card when it dies, so you know it almost always is worth an extra card. Acolyte of Pain gets you a card when it dies. Sometimes gets you more than one. Harvest Golem, same thing. Gets you another creature when it dies. This guy just constantly poops out 1/1s, and I have 2 of those, so you know you can get efficiency there. Weapons also generate a lot of card efficiency, and you know, so if you look, that's really what I'm trying to do. And the Silverhand Knight is 2 cards for 1, so this is also 2 cards for 1. Let's see, maybe, oh good, another Dark Iron Dwarf. Ugh, that's an ugly last one, because this card is one of the worst cards. This card is highly situational and not very good. So I'm going to have to take the Equality here, which I would much rather have something else, but having 2 of those may be useful to me. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. So for folks who are just joining, my name is Omid Daryani. I'm the Senior Brand Manager of the EverQuest franchise. That's EverQuest, EverQuest 2, EverQuest Next, and Landmark, though I suspect that most folks here know that already. If you're not following me here, I'd appreciate it if you hit the follow button so that you can be alerted when I stream, because I don't stream all that often. And you can check out like more information about, you know, like you follow me on Twitter. It's really good. I tweet all week long quite a bit, and then I post up everything, all the videos that I'm in on YouTube, so all my live streams, that sort of thing. If you are so inclined, you can buy me a drink, and I will tell you one of the bizarre stories of my life that are listed down below. And yeah, you can follow me on Facebook too. Let's see. Okay, so my hand is pretty good, but I don't have a first turn play. Always take the angry chicken. Yeah. The mic is not, well, it's not really isolated at all. Basically, I just have it on a box on top of my desk. So I'll definitely need to get that fixed. But it's a good note. I appreciate it. Always take the angry chicken. No, thank you. Let's see. Are all the draws from your deck, or what is in the game? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Are you talking about when I was doing the arena picks just there, or now that I'm playing? Because basically what happens is, you know, when you're picking your arena cards, it's basically giving you all the cards from the basic set, as well as all the cards from the class set by commonality. So you'll get commons, you know, and they can come from any card that you can play. And then you just pick, and then you have a deck of 30 cards and go from there. Ugh. So this guy, Warsong Commander, is really good and fairly disruptive. So I'm gonna hope he doesn't have anything too crazy this turn, but this could go fairly badly. Do I accept challenges? Insane Master says. Yeah, I've played people on the stream before, and I'm happy to do that too. It's pretty fun, but I'm better at Arena than I am at Constructed, but I do like both of them. Let's see. I love that you stream Hearthstone. I play and stream sometimes. Been wanting to stream Landmark, but I want to pick up a camera first. Yeah, I really am enjoying... that was ugly. I'm actually surprised that he did that, but it was pretty bad for me that he did. So let's see. I guess... No, this is what I should do. I'll play this guy and make a guy, because one of them will get him, and then he'll probably swing the axe at one of them and get it off the table, because that would be nice. Let's see. Yeah, I want to stream Landmark too. The reason I hadn't been was that I'm not very good at building things, but somebody yesterday made the point that I don't have to build anything. I can just go wander around and look at what other people are building. So I definitely am going to do that. Like I was trying to get it set up, it just didn't quite work today. Oh, this is awful. It's not the worst, but definitely a little bit less optimal. What I'm really hoping is that he attacks me with both of them, but I don't think he's going to. Yeah, he's just not playing that way. Now is where you really want a Consecrate, but I just don't have one. So, but this guy's going to be pretty good here too, unless he does something really strong. That should switch the tide back to me. Because I also have this Equality. So if he plays something really good, I can play the Equality. I can also play Equality and then silence my creature to get its defense back. Wow, Zaitsev got busted by Moobot somehow? But you're a mod in here. How did that happen? Yeah, Geekdom, I'll talk to him about it. I'm sure, you know, like, he just set it up for the first time, so... Ooh, that's rough. Man, that's rough. Yeah, this guy's draw is incredibly good. I really need a Consecrate, but I don't have one, so I'm probably going to lose this game at this point, it looks like. tough game. I just gotta keep playing stuff out and hope that I can actually get a card on the board. You know, that's another concept that's really good to learn in trading card games is board control. Like when you have stuff on the board and your opponent doesn't, it's a lot harder for them to get back into the game because you just have the ability to dictate how the game goes. And I just have to kind of sit here and smile and hope that at some point I get to play a card. Yeah, so Dave is streaming here. Let me paste that into chat too. See if Moobot lets me paste that in. But definitely check it out and tell him I said hi. I had no idea he was streaming, and I'm sure he's trying to keep it a little quiet. Actually, I don't know. He may have tweeted it out. But in any case, definitely should check that out too. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, this is just terrible. Terrible game. Because this equality is really good, but I can't get a guy out on the table to actually attack anybody. So, you know, it's like I don't even have it in my hand, basically. Whew. Jeez. Just don't have a good play here. Guess this is what I'm gonna have to do. Just terrible.
I don't have enough mana.
Oops. Well, did not do the math correctly, so that was even better. Yeah, so there are a multitude of reasons that I should lose this game, and that's not even the least of them. Let's see. Probably should have taken the angry chicken. Oh, rough. Come on. It's got charged 2 different ways. Let's see. Your Void Vault got deleted when you cut the stone underneath it. Yeah, definitely /bug that. And if you don't hear back, I think we're even just running restore scripts every once in a while because people are losing a fair amount of stuff. But yeah, /bug it, report it on the forums. Jeez, this game is a bummer. And hopefully we can get that back to you, Derek. Oh, I am depressed. I'm really sad about this game. My hand was so good too, and I just haven't been able to keep a card on the table. And you know, there's definitely no way I'm gonna win. So, yeah, super. Jeez. 4, 7, 10, 12. Yeah, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. Well, I can do this. This will...
Your magic shall not save you. Your magic shall not save you.
This will put me at... Oh. At 11. But I'll just die the next turn, I'm sure. Oh dear. Well, I guess it didn't really matter. He's got a freaking gore howl. Yeah, you're definitely gonna want to upgrade that, buddy. Yeah. Well, that was a rough game. There was nothing to be done about that. Pretty much from the very second or third turn, I had lost that game. Hey, what's up, Felgun? How you doing? For folks who don't know, Felgun SOE is one of the producers on EverQuest Next and Landmark. His name is Eric. He does building on some of the streams. He's been in a few dev diaries as well. He's a pretty awesome dude, except apparently he thinks bourbon is better than scotch, which I think we know is not true. Though I do like bourbon, not to knock it too much, but yeah. And I would love to swap some bourbon recommendations with you too, because I don't know, like, I've tried a whole bunch and I like them fine, and I just keep going back to Woodford Reserve as just a fine one. Would love to peruse the wine section. Well, I can certainly show you a bottle or so. Here's a nice, oh, it's dusty, 2003 Brunello from Italy. Actually bought this in Rome. Very, very tasty. The other bottle of it. Looking forward to opening that in a couple of years. Let's see. Starting hand. Well, get rid of humility because it's a terrible card, and I hope that I don't ever draw it. And then I think I'm going to keep the rest. So we'll see how it goes. Felgen, did you just come here to talk about bourbon? Is that it? Got nothing better to do on a Sunday than argue about bourbon? Alright, let's see how this goes. So he's playing a warrior. I'm going to go ahead and come out aggressively and let him maybe slam that. Sort of a best case scenario if he slams this guy. If not, then I just get to start pressing on him. Felgen says yes, the only reason he did come is to argue about bourbon. And that's fine, dude. Like I said, I would love to get some bourbon recommendations from you. And now we get to see why I love Argent Protector. Because he just comes out, lets me keep my presence on the board, and keep board control. Playing some Landmark, thinking about bourbon, typical Sunday. See, I'm doing the opposite right now. I'm, drinking, thinking about Landmark, typical Sunday. Pappy Van Winkle, the best bourbon in the world. I'll have to check that out. I haven't even heard of that one. Oh, silence my dude, will you? Well, that's okay. That could be worse. What about French wine? I actually don't have a lot of French wine, primarily because I'm not super familiar with French wine. I would actually love to get more familiar with it. I just haven't, it's one of those things where it's actually like pretty difficult for me to parse French wine because I know so little about it. Like, I live in California where it's really easy to get into California wine, and I used to spend a lot of time in Italy, which is why I know Italian wine pretty well. And then Spanish wine I like a lot, but it's, it's fairly simple, I would say, like to at least understand which sorts of things you want to be buying. But French wine, I need to learn more about it. Oh, this is ugly. Oh, it's not too bad. This is exactly why. This is why Dark Iron Dwarf was born. To make things like that happen. So because of him, I got to trade up my Harvest Golem for a much stronger card, which is pretty great. Building the Battlestar Galactica on Serenity Stump. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. This is like seeing a Ralph's employee shopping at Vaughn's. Well, you know that they do. And it's something, too, where, like, we play all games. Like, not just ours. Oh, crap, Arcanite Reaper. We have to. Like, this is how we get better at making games is, you don't just want to play your own games. That's, that will lead to a very myopic view of, the game industry. And so we try to play everything. And, for me, I've been playing trading card games pretty much since they came out. And so Hearthstone is really cool primarily because it's fast. I can play a game of Hearthstone in 10 minutes and just take like a little break, something like that. Well, Shaggy, it sounds like we need to just trade some recommendations. I can trade you some North American wine recommendations for French wine recommendations. Bordeaux from Saint Emilion region is great if you like heavy wines. Well, I do, so maybe I'll check that out. Thank you very much. Let's see. All right, this is gonna be a fun turn, I think, because wait, is this what I want to do? Because I can also play this Defender of Argus and just trade these two guys for those two guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. And that will save this dude for another turn. And I can play him, continue being aggressive, and this guy is just on the back foot. This guy is having pretty much the exact same game that that I was having last time, where you know, he's playing great cards and he's probably got a really good hand, but he's having a really hard time doing anything because I'm so, you know, present on the board. I've got all this stuff going and he's got nothing. So whatever he plays is just getting chewed up. Let's see. Why didn't I take didn't I take the leper gnome over the owl? I thought I did attack the leper gnome. I mean, the only reason I actually didn't pay that much attention to the difference between them in that situation. I think, though, that knocking out the owl is more important than knocking out the leper gnome, because he could always like play a brewmaster or something and bring the owl back to his hand and then silence something again. Whereas with the leper gnome is only going to get that one pop in no matter what he does. Let's see. Could have Brawl. That's the only card that I'm really afraid of at this point. But I'm pretty far ahead of him, so I don't think I have to go all out to keep... I don't think I have to go all out to win this game. Let's see. Hey, Ken Daroni. Nice to see you. Obeid is a huge MTG nerd. Well, not anymore. I definitely used to be. You know, I mean, I used to work at Wizards of the Coast. The first thing I did out of college was started up StarCityGames.com, which is a pretty prevalent Magic site these days. So yeah, I mean, for a very long time, all I did was, you know, eat, breathe, sleep Magic, which worked out well. It's, you know, one of the reasons that I got into the game industry was how much I was playing Magic. And it was really funny, too, when I was a kid, because my parents would always, you know, kind of complain, like, oh, gosh, you're playing this game, you should be studying, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I got hired by Wizards of the Coast, and they're like, we are so sorry. We really, really didn't think that was going to happen. All right, let's see, 6, 7. It's not quite enough to kill him. So I gotta drop the hammer on here. Because again, I want to keep board control. And now that Mana Wraith might be pretty fun. So let's see what we can do here. Actually, I don't think I'm even going to play a Protector. I think I'm going to just do this. Play the Mana Wraith. And now if he was holding back for something big, that can disrupt him. So we'll see how it goes. And for folks who don't know, Cinespace is actually a product manager as well. If you'd like to tell them a little bit more about yourself, you're more than welcome to. I won't spoil any of it. But she is a friend of mine who lives in Europe. Let's see. Well, this is cute, but I definitely don't see how that was the right thing to do. I think he's just dead and trying to show me all his cards at this point. Yep. Have you ever stopped into EVE Online, bring a calculator and a Google Doc? Yeah. At Dark, we have a guy at SOE named Rick Reynolds, who is a pretty prominent member of one of the major alliances. I don't know enough about the game to comment on which one, but I know that, you know, he's got his fingers in lots of pies, and it's pretty awesome talking to him. And I've always wanted to play Eve, but, you know, the startup and ramp up is so difficult. And so when he got hired at SOE, I went to bug him and see about it. And I was like, so, I mean, realistically, like, with your help, how long is it going to take me to get ramped up here? And he's like, oh, a year and a half. I was like, oh, God, you know, I barely have time to play a game of Hearthstone. I could not imagine the amount of dedication it would take to play Eve. Adarik, I won't say to protect the innocent, or at least the non-present, but he's definitely in one of the big ones. Ugh. This is not the best hand ever, but it could be worse. We'll see how it goes. Playing against a mage, so it's fairly likely that the player is good, or at least there's a reasonable chance that he's good. Though that's not a great play, so that's a good sign. Let's see. God, I feel old. I was working in a comic shop when Magic came out. The Highlander TCG, I remember that. Ugly, ugly. Well, it's not the end of the world, but tough early board for me here. You can put me in touch with a good French wine grower. Well, that would be nice. Whereabouts? I need to visit France again. It's been quite a while since I have, and I really, really like it. My stream is lagging today. I don't know what to tell you, Kimball. You mean like the frame rate is laggy, or the just the whole, it's like behind on delay? Because one thing that definitely happens is I tend to always be behind on the chat, just because I'm trying to listen to folks and talk to people about what's going on. But but yeah. But who knows? Hey Piri, how are you doing? Oh, in Bordeaux. Well, yeah, I hear that's where the good French wine comes from. But like I said, I don't know enough about it to really comment. Take care, Apocalypse Bunny. Good to see you. Okay, what just happened? I just traded those for that. It could be worse.
Squire, attend me.
We'll see how it goes.
Ready, sir.
I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot here, but could always end up badly. Dave said he hopes there won't be a template wipe. Spread the word that he said there would be a wipe. That's just mean. It's interesting though, like I don't think that there's any real plan for there to be a template wipe, and hopefully there won't be. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see what the plan is now.
If you insist.
Play a bunch of guys, because if I can get to next turn with stuff on the board, this Stormwind champion becomes really good. Stream is not lagging for me, but the screen does flicker black for a half second sometimes. So I had noticed in OBS that it was complaining a little bit, but it's actually saying that 0% of frames have been dropped, so it must be happening over on the Twitch or just in between somewhere. Oh, another ugly turn here. Argent Commander, by the way, in Arena is a card you should always pick. It is seriously just one of the best cards. One of the best cards in the game. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and trade that there. And then, oh, he may have Flame Strike, so I want him to Flame Strike this big guy if he's going to Flame Strike anything, because he'll have to trade out some guys too. I would rather do that than lose him and him to a Flame Strike. Oh, Reckless Rocketeer. In many ways worse than a Flame Strike in this situation. Yeah, that was rough, because now I have to hope he doesn't have a Flame Strike, because I have to commit. So we'll see how it goes. This could be a really ugly turn here. Yeah, so Geek Domo says there is no wipe, he was just trolling. Yeah, we're not intending to have a wipe. You know, obviously I don't know what Dave is saying on his stream, but we're not intending to have a wipe until we get to closed beta, which is going to be, you know, before the end of the month. That wipe definitely needs to happen, because we're going to be bringing in a whole bunch of new people, and even worse than a Flame Strike. Well, not worse, but at least as annoying. An interesting choice. And that is a crazy thing to do if he does that. I can't imagine. Alright, thank you very much. I don't know why he did that, but I'm not going to complain too much. Watching Dave and Omid stream at the same time, hard choice. Yeah, I know what you mean. I probably wouldn't have started streaming if I had known that Dave was streaming, but I was just trying to test out my configuration and stuff. Chrome sees the stream. Man, this guy's deck is really good. I really like playing against. I like playing against people who have these really good decks. It's very frustrating because I mean I'm just getting crushed, but it is good. It's nice to see people who have good decks. Man. Bad situation.
Reporting for duty.
Pretty much if he has any removal card, then it's going to be a tough game for me to win. Oh, bye, Geek Domo. Good luck with the wife aggro. Oh, hey, Dreamcuber. Nice to see you, too. Man, another Argent Commander. Wow, that was a really bad play. This is a bummer, because I'm definitely going to lose at this point. But it's unfortunate since, you know, this guy has made a fair amount of mistakes. But not much you can do about it. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I need to humility something. It's going to be one of these two guys, but what is the better choice? I think the better choice is to just beat up on this guy. Let's see what happens next. But I'm in a lot of trouble. If I somehow win this game, it'll be a miracle. But wow, 0 for 2 in this arena run. That's pretty uncharacteristic for me. We'll see how it goes. See if I can recover. Oh man, Cult Master. Come on. This is just incredibly bad. Yeah, let's see. Watch me draw something terrible here. Oh, super. I'm just going to go ahead and concede this game, because it's not happening. Let's see. Whew. Well, let's see if... oh, I guess I'm not 0-2. 1-2. So maybe it's time for a comeback. For folks who are just joining, you can see the deck here. Not an incredibly good deck, but certainly nothing to complain about. I'm surprised that I've lost 2 already, but both of the decks that I played against were very good. A little bit of a bummer that last one because the player wasn't that good, but the deck was very good. Who is Dave? Jack Gibbers asks. Dave is Dave Georgeson. He is the director of development for the EverQuest franchise. So he's in charge of EverQuest, EverQuest 2, EverQuest Next, and Landmark. He handles all the game design, creative direction, and that sort of thing. Then he and I collaborate on like business strategy, and I handle like the marketing and communications messaging for it. So we work very closely together. And he is an awesome dude, and so I'm not sad at all if you guys want to go watch him instead of me. But yeah, he's streaming Landmark, which we both work on, and I highly recommend. I don't stream Landmark, number one, because I'm still trying to figure out how to configure it so that it works. And number two, I actually am not very good at building things, so watching me play Landmark is not super interesting, though. Man, Mubak got you again, Zeit. It's funny, the mod bot seems to be even banning my mod here for posting links. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'll post it up too. I mean, it doesn't look like it got deleted, but at the same time. So let's see how this goes. So far, so good in this game. Yeah, Aslan, that was actually suggested last night, that I can just go wander around and look at stuff and talk to people. And I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. That's, you know, it's obviously a great idea, and it solves the problem that I have, which is that, you know, no one wants to watch me build. Well, good news, you don't have to. I can just wander around and show people cool stuff. Like, I'm almost embarrassed that I didn't think of that on my own. But yeah, so I'm working on figuring out the stream. I was just testing out a different streaming configuration today, and that's why I'm here. So I'm hoping, I still don't have Landmark working for streaming, but I'm hoping to get that done in the next few days, so that hopefully for next weekend be ready to go on that. Oh, that was kind of a gift. Let's see. So this is really good because he, by attacking that guy, let me keep the Harvest Golem alive and make the trade. So now, I mean, he can attack here, which is basically, you know, does nothing and just removes this guy. And if he doesn't, then one of these guys is going to trade with that much better card. Let's see. Oh, and he's going to do it too. I mean, this is basically, you can imagine this guy says gain 3 life, right? Like, that's just great. Great for me. So thank you very much, sir. Now, it's funny because this dude normally gets to draw a card, but I'm not going to let him get that. So I'll have to attack twice because, yeah, he's going to have Noble Sacrifice here. But that's okay because I'll still get to draw a card off of him. Let's see what that is before I commit. And just go ahead and eat that Acolyte of Pain and keep board control. Board control is absolutely the most important thing in Hearthstone, I think. Let's see. Just trying to catch up with chat. I streamed last night and basically just answered questions and talked because the chat was so good and so full of interesting questions. I decided today I just want to play some games and hang out. Let's see. Anyone working on the fact that we can stream it easier? Yes, we will definitely have tools in place to make streaming Landmark easier. It will eventually be built right into the client. The streaming tools will be built directly into the client. We just don't have them yet. It's, you know, like a medium priority. But yeah, we definitely want them. We want people streaming a lot. So let's see. Yeah, apparently Dave is making microvoxel stairs. That's pretty cool. Microvoxels in Landmark are something new. We actually didn't know about them until a player had shown them to us. Like, this way to make like really, really, really small voxels. Oh, sooner than I think, Felgen says. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited. Like, I'm really excited to have those kind of communication tools built into the game. Like, obviously it's way more important to have the game be fun and be functional and, not be buggy. But the thing that really makes games for me is that, that ability to sort of export them. And I think if you look at like PlayStation 4, right, you've got the share button right on the controller. And that's, sort of where this is going. And so I'm really excited for people to just be able to push a button and stream Landmark. So, I mean, basically, my goal here is to just kill his stuff every turn. That way he can't come back and hit me. And so far it's going pretty well. Let's see. He's playing a paladin, so he might have Consecrate, but he probably would have played it already. And I've also got that dude who's making guys, so I don't want to completely fill the board up, but I don't really have any spells, so I'm just gonna have to fill up the board. That's a bummer. Let's see. Oh, there's Consecrate. Impressive. Definitely did not see that coming. But it's not the end of the world, right? I got to draw a card, and he, didn't kill this guy, so even though he did actually connect on a lot of stuff, it wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been. So let's see. I have some weird options here. I could Divine Shield one of these guys and then pop him, or I can play him to... I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to attack. And then just play a bunch of dudes. And, I mean, if he has another Consecrate, good for him. But I really don't think that he will. Let's see. I would love it if you came by and gave me some pointers on the Galactica. I'm really worried about how I'm going to get these textures rounded and modeled right for the curved metals. Yeah, and it's something too where like we don't have all of the textures and like types of blocks in just yet. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff that like we will have more metals that will making a Battlestar Galactica have a little bit more fidelity. We're just not there yet. Let's see. So this is going to be a fun turn for me, not so much for him. 4, 8, yeah. Because I'm going to kill all of his guys without losing anything, and then he's going to be really sad.
Not on my watch.
Come on over there.
You insist.
And that is board control. Let's see. Derek, you may also want to post it on our forums and just ask for the kind of help you're looking for. We have a lot of really talented people building already, and if you just point them towards your stuff, like I think considering how helpful our community is, you'll see people actually like come and help you or give you that kind of advice that you're looking for. Should you play Darksiders, Skyrim, or Borderlands this evening? That is a great question. If it were me, I would play Borderlands. But I don't think you're going to go wrong playing any of those games, period. Let's see. 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 17. He's dead. So that's good.
If you insist.
Not sure if he counted, but that's alright.
This is my
So that's nice. At least I'm 2-2 now. That feels pretty good since the first couple games have not gone all that well. Let's see. Sog already wants to come help you. Where are you located, post it in chat here. I bet you'll get some folks coming out to check it out already. Let's see. Any Daily Motion possible? What is Daily Motion? Is that video site? I'm not super familiar with it. Let's see. Social media stuff very soon too. That's really exciting. And I think too that, you know, we're gonna start building tools for the game and, you know, communication tools, and they're gonna grow so much kind of once we get a handle on what people are doing and what people want, and the best ways to use things. We've really, for EverQuest Next and Landmark, just in general, really been pushing on what you can do with social media. Like, we do really cool stuff with our website where, like, if you go and check it out, like, people are, you know, people who are streaming, like, you get automatic live updates on the site of who's streaming, which is pretty cool. And, you know, we have, like, a Twitter feed, and it's not the normal feed, it's, like, integrated just into the news, which is pretty awesome. So I'm really passionate about social media and hoping that we can do more with it as we go. Let's see. That wonderful wine rack behind you makes you the swag master. Yeah, well, we do like to drink some wine. Like to drink some wine, drink some scotch. Speaking of which, I haven't had any scotch, so maybe I'll pour myself a little bit. So I am going to start today with Jura 10. This is there it is, Jura 10. This is actually a fairly inexpensive scotch. It's not super easy to find, but it's really good, like really tasty. Just real nice, high quality stuff. I highly recommend it. So cheers, folks. Yeah. That's nice. Alright, let's see. Yeah, definitely Borderlands. I need to get a YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel. If you look below the stream, there's actually a link to it. And I try to link all the videos that I do, not just the live stream replays, but just anything that I'm working on. That way, it's all in one place. So, if you want to check out the terrible cartoons that I used to work on, I've got the playlists of those linked there, and you know, all the roundtable videos and that sort of thing. And it's just down there along with my Twitter feed, Facebook, and if you guys want, you can always buy me a drink. And the details on that are down there as well. This game is not going very well. It would be going a lot better if I had a consecrate, but I don't. So I have to live with that. Just nothing good here. But that'll be okay. Oh, you have the Jura as well. I love Jura. I think it's actually, it's not super well known here. I don't know how it's received in Europe, but people don't really seem to know about it. So it ends up, especially the 10-year, ends up costing the same as like Glenlivet or, you know, Johnny Walker Black, stuff like that. And it's really, really good for the price. So yeah, I definitely recommend.
Ready, sir.
Let's see. Thirsty now. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, Jura 10, and all the Juras actually are really good. Superstition, Prophecy. Oh crap, this is going badly. That is definitely not what I wanted to see happen. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. My deck is not well suited to deal with this level of problem. I am so screwed. Yeah, I am just not going to win this game. But that's okay. This deck is apparently not very good. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the tough thing is he's going to heal him up and then just eat this guy. It's an artsy video website. I will have to check that out because I feel like I've been there in the past. Like I've been linked over to Dailymotion, but I really don't know what it is or how it would be useful to me as a person doing videos. So I mean, if you guys want to tell me about it too, I would love to hear more about it. Let's see. Play EQ2. I need to meet my KPI goals. Yeah, Cinespace is the brand manager for EverQuest 2 in Europe. So if you play EverQuest 2, it would help her out. Let's see what I can do here. Just die, mainly. Man, I can't believe this guy overruled my humility with Inner Fire. That's really bad. I really don't have a strategy here. I can't win this game, I don't think. So let me just see if I can stay alive and see how that goes. I think I'm in a lot of trouble. Let's see. What is KPI? It means Key Performance Indicator. Whatever kind of statistic you're tracking to tell you whether something is doing well or not. For example, a KPI of this stream might be the number of people watching, which is going down, telling me that I'm boring. But, you know, if you want to see what your key performance indicators are, you just kind of determine what you're looking for and, you know, then watch them. Let's see. I really love that automatic live update for the site. I think it is really groundbreaking. Well, thank you. Yeah, we really like it too. Why did you do that, guy? We really like it too. Oh my god, that's why. Well, there's not much to do about that. That's awesome. Wonder how I'm going to kill this 1616 monster. Probably not with a Hammer of Wrath. Just do it anyway. Let's see. Come on, draw something good. Oh, that's not going to do it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and concede. So that was not the best arena run ever. Let's see. Have I been to the freaking Frog in Vegas? I don't think I have. The only Frog I've been to in Vegas, I cannot believe 2 and 3, is Senior Frogs, which Smed and Russ made me go to one time. Which was not my favorite place that I've ever been. But yeah, what is it, Felga? Let's see. Well, maybe I'll get something good out of the pack at least. Is Hearthstone... Oh, that'll do. Man, Van Cleef. I just frickin' crafted a Van Cleef. And now I got a second one. What a beating. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain. But that was a pretty good pack. Let's see. Oh yeah, Shagu, it's not going to let you post any links. It's kind of gripey about that. Let's see. Is Hearthstone the TCG I was looking for since the last one? Are there things I would change? Yeah, and so if anybody wants to add me on Hearthstone too, here's my account. Feel free. And just, you know, I apologize too. Like, I actually don't play tons and tons at a time usually. Like, I'll jump on in the middle of the day to take, you know, like a 10-minute break or something. So I don't always have time, you know, for a game, but I'll definitely play anytime that I do. Let's see. I really like it. You know, it's not the most complicated game in the world, which is good. The thing that works really well for me is that it's short. Games are really short. Oof, this is ugly. Which one of these should I play, guys? So I really like that, you know, I can play a game in 10 minutes. Like, I was playing Magic Online for a while, but, you know, you want to draft, and that takes 3-hour commitments at a time, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, you know, I love Magic, but I just can't invest that kind of time right now. And So I really like the fast element. I really like that it's coming out for iOS. I think that, especially if it has a single player mode, like an offline mode that I can play on airplanes, I'm going to be really, really excited for that. Even though the AI isn't great, it'll just be fun. So it looks like Druid is winning. Rose Garden. Actually, love Warlock. Just in Arena, it's not very good, but I have a really cool constructed Warlock deck that I got up to rank 9 last season. Well, so this is the way that we started last time. My choices here, I think, are Defender of Argus or Nourish. I'm going to take Defender because it's more active. And I'll take Nourish here, because why not? Let's see. I'll take Jungle Panther because it's actually pretty solid. Yeah, Shagu, I really love Warlock, and I think Warlock is actually the best class in the game. Like, just because it has the draw a card ability for its hero power, but yeah, it just, you know, doesn't seem to work out in Arena very well. Let's see, Starfire or Ironbark, both very good cards. I mean, you definitely want to have an Ironbark or two. You definitely want to have a Starfire or two too. So I'm going to take the Ironbark. I got hosed. Yeah, I got hosed. That guy was super lucky, and you know, he drew all the right cards, and I didn't. This is what you're supposed to say when you lose. So the Freakin' Frog has the largest selection of whiskey, bourbon, scotch, rye in the U.S. We should absolutely go during SOE Live, Felgen. And we should take some players with us too. Where is it? Because I know it's not in Planet Hollywood. Wow, this is a terrible set of choices here. Like, pretty much like the worst stuff you could ask for. Oh, thanks, Perry. Great to see you again. Thanks for coming. Hopefully we'll see you next time. I'm going to take the War Golem because these other two cards are just terrible. War Golem is not good either, but I didn't really have a choice. Oh, good, another Wisp. I'll take the Acolyte. The Acolyte of Pain is actually pretty good. Let's see, Shattered Sun Cleric I think is definitely the best. Cody says, I'm waiting for trading in this game. I don't think they're going to let you trade. I definitely get that sense. I mean, they have that crafting system in there, so I really don't think so. Ugly again. I'm trying to remember. I think I'm going to take the Ancient Mage, because if I can get some Wraths, he'll be good here. Let's see. Oh, it's over near UNLV. Yeah, okay. Like, we can definitely cab it. I don't know where anything in Vegas is once you get off the Strip, except for the Pinball Hall of Fame, which is the only thing that I always do when I'm in Vegas, is go to the Pinball Hall of Fame. Yeah, Greenface 1929. It's easy to remember because of that stock market crash. Next time I'm in Roanoke, we'll drink a bottle of Cal Ela. That would be great. I don't actually make it to Roanoke all that often. I've actually only been back one time since... oh, I got a friend request. I will go ahead and answer that. I've only been back one time since I moved out of Roanoke. Or no, since I moved to the West Coast. I just drove through at some point. Let's see. Claw is really good. River Crocolisk I think is actually like decent. But I'm definitely going to take the Claw. Moonfire is really not very good, unfortunately. There is a constructed deck where it's good. I could take another Ironbark Protector or Raging Worgen. Worgen is one of those cards that just absolutely crushes games when you play it right. Against players who don't know what they're doing, it often ends the game on turn 4. But Sog, yeah, I was drinking Cal Ela on the stream last night. I love that stuff. It's really good. I saw that there's a cask strength one down at the local Scotch shop. So I'm probably gonna pick that up. Maybe I'll pick that up with some of the money people have given me to buy me drinks on the stream. Yeah, so for everybody who is donating, I will definitely be using that to improve my Scotch collection. I see that I got another donation. Wow, $50 very much. Thank you very much, Juju Flop. Flop, give you a swag nod. I absolutely will do that. Yeah, thank you so much, and cheers. I will go ahead and pour myself another scotch. And since that was a pretty serious amount of money, I'm actually going to go for a second and get a slightly better bottle of scotch than the ones I have around here. So excuse me for 1 second. All right. So I went and grabbed myself a bottle of Jura Superstition. Since I already was drinking Jura earlier, this one is also very nice. Here it is. Jura actually does a lot of like weird branding stuff with like logos and things like that. But this one is really good. So thanks very much, Juju. I really appreciate it. So cheers. Let's see. Here. Yeah, we all got the spoils of that donation. Let's see. Yeah, like I was saying, could go either way on this choice. I think I'm going to take the Raging Worgen just because it'll come out every game that I can play it, whereas the Iron Bark will only come out in the later games. Onky. Yeah, that's how it tastes too. I'll take the Dark Scale Healer because I don't know why this damn game is trying to give me wisps every turn, and that card is just really bad. So I'll take the Dark Scale Healer. Let's see, Rose asks, do you guys live in Vegas? No, yeah, Felgen says, we live in San Diego. Sony Online is based in San Diego. We do an event called SOE Live, which is our fan event every year. We do it in Las Vegas. We have been for the last few years. I can't remember exactly how many years. Felgen may know, because I've only been at the company for a couple years, but it's been in Vegas for a while. And it's awesome. I don't know if any of you folks have been, but if you want to share your experiences, I've really never had as much fun as going to that event. You know, when you go to cons or industry events, they're usually like super busy and super hassle, and you don't really get to see much or do much. But SOE Live is all about like player interaction, and we build the schedule in such a way that there's just a lot of time to kind of hang out with players, and it's really cool. 7 or 8 years. Yeah, sounds about right. And, you know, the convention has really found its feet. You know, last year we announced EverQuest Next at SOE Live. This year we're going to have some really cool announcements there about EverQuest Next. So it's definitely worth coming if you can make it. And I would highly encourage you to get your tickets early because it's almost certainly going to sell out this year. It's not a huge convention like BlizzCon or Comic-Con or anything like that. It's really only a couple thousand people total. So definitely check it out, though. We'll be there. Felgen will be there. I'll be there. Apparently we're going to, what was that? The Freakin' Frog, which I'm really excited about. Let's see. I'm going to take the Frostwolf Warlord. He's pretty good. And here I'll take the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, which is not as good as it looks, but can really, really get out of hand if people aren't paying attention. Let's see here. Let's see, look at what I've got. I've got some fairly expensive stuff, and Druid gets a little expensive too, so I'm going to try to stay cheaper here, and I'm going to take the Silvermoon Guardian. The Berserker is actually really good too. This is a tough choice between the Dark Iron Dwarf and the Wrath, but I think I'm going to take Wrath, just in general. Let's see. How much do the VIP tickets go for? I can't remember. I'm not 100% sure, Zube, so don't quote me on this, but I want to say that the ticket is $129 if you buy it early, and then I think if you like buy it at the door, it's $169. You know, like buying it early, you get the preferred price. And then there's like a couple add-on things like, you know, the convention used to be just Thursday through Saturday, and then we've started adding things on Sunday, like there's a developer brunch, which is really cool. Yeah, they're not on sale yet. They'll be on sale hopefully in a couple weeks, certainly by the end of the month. But we're working on that. We actually just had a really cool brainstorming meeting about it on Friday, which was cool. They brought in pizza and we kind of hung out and talked about the last few SOE lives and kind of what it takes. What's really crazy too is that we spend way more money than we could ever take in on it, and it's really for us just like a really cool way to spend time with our fans. So remember that too, that we're not making a profit on it. We're doing it because we love our fans. Let's see. This is a tough choice. These three cards are all very good, and good in other ways too, or good in ways that are different from each other. I think Claw is the weakest of them. Actually, Starfire might be because it's just kind of expensive. I think I'm going to take Power of the Wild. I'm really not sure what the correct choice is here. I'd love to hear what you guys think too. I'm going to go ahead and take it so that chat doesn't stall out, but let me know what you guys think. Let's see. Ancient Watcher is probably not that good. So it's between Imp Master and Emperor Cobra. I think the Imp Master is probably a little better, so I'm going to take that. Let's see. Oh, hey, Rose. How do you say that? Rose Smear? Rose Medra? Rose Medra? That's cool. Tell me if I got anywhere near correct on that. Nice to see you again. See you around every once in a while. I will take the Stormwind Champion here because it's pretty good. But again, the deck is getting top heavy. And Swipe is by far the best card for Druids. It might be the best card in the game. So anytime you see Swipe, it doesn't matter what the other cards are, just take it. Like, not kidding, just take Swipe. I'm going to take the Farseer. Farseer is actually really good too. Let's see. I didn't pick up that Starfire, so I could use one here. Loot Hoarder is also really good. I'm going to take the Starfire, though, because it give me some punch towards the end of the game. Another tough choice, Shattered Sun versus Starfire. Actually, am not as top-heavy as I was worried about being, so I'm going to take another Starfire, because it can really power you through. Savage Roar is just incredible for a common, like, especially if you can combine it with any sort of board control. Rosamidi. Well, I'll go with Rosie. How about that? That is going to be much easier. I feel really bad because everyone has like really cool names, and I just freaking butcher them. I don't feel as bad because I see that most everyone butchers them, but I would like to get them. I would like to get them right every once in a while. So let's see. Like I said, I'm testing stuff in this stream. So do you guys in the upper left-hand corner now see a scrolling thing that says Juju Flop on it? Let me know if you do. Also, did anyone notice when that donation came through if something popped up on the screen that said that? Because I didn't notice that. But let me know if you saw that or if there were any weird sound effects or anything like that. Because like I said, I'm testing this stuff out. Let's see. Good night, Cena. Thank you for coming. And hopefully I will see you before too long. Cheers. Yeah, you should definitely, if you're going, you should definitely try to go to the brunch. The brunch is really cool. There's at least a couple developers, at least one developer at every table, but I want to say there's more usually. And it's just chill, like everyone is kind of recovering from their hangovers, and it's a nice little breakfast, and there's coffee, and just like a nice relaxed place to chat. The rest of the convention can be a little hectic. So here, I think I'm going to take the Blade Master. I think the Blade Master is pretty good. This is not great. None of these set my world on fire. I'm going to take the Bluegill Warrior and just treat that like a 2 damage spell. And Retina Burn has showed up. Hey Retina, nice to see you. Retina also streams a lot of Landmark and some Hearthstone, so you should follow him as well if you aren't. Pretty cool stream there. Let's see. I will take the Defender of Argus here. It started with a Defender and ended with one. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think it's a bad deck. It's definitely got some power to it, so it can win some games. I should go at least 3-3. I would say if I'm lucky, I'll go 5-6-7-3. But probably not gonna get into the late rounds with it. But we'll see how it goes. Chilling until my family leaves. Let's see. How you doing, Devil May Strike? Nice to see you again. Doing a just an impromptu stream to test out some configuration stuff. This is not a wonderful hand. We'll see how it goes. Oh, got worse. Super duper. My girlfriend just got into playing Landmark, dropped her claim in Abyss on Serenity, and logged in. The claim was gone along with the stuff. Well, now is probably a good time to explain to your girlfriend how it's alpha. These things happen. But sorry to hear that. And everything is gone. It's not back in her inventory. I mean, you should definitely like /bug and then contact our customer service about it if you've lost stuff. Retina, yeah, Arena is pretty difficult. I mean, I think the only reason, and I'm not too bad at it, like, I usually, you know, I just had a very rare one where I went 2-3, but I usually, you know, at least win 4 or 5. Oh, her vault is gone, that sucks. I usually win at least 4 or 5, and I would say on average, I do, you know, 6 or 7, and, you know, I've gotten into the 11-12 range, you know, a reasonable amount of time when I have a decent deck. Yeah, definitely have her put in the /bug. That'll help a lot, as Felgen says. Oh, this is going to make me so happy. And this is why Swipe is really just the best card ever. Because watch what's about to happen. Not only does his whole side get knocked out, but now I get +3 attack here. So sorry about that, buddy. And my opponent I don't think is that good. I think he's probably an okay player. But if I had to bet, I would say he's not super, super solid. Hey, Nicolinus. Nice to see you too. I'm doing all right. Just testing out my streaming stuff. I've switched to OBS, as you can see. I don't have it down quite perfectly yet. It's all stretched out for one reason or another, but definitely wanted to try this out. I had been streaming originally on what do you call it? Mac software, and I'm trying to switch over, you know, because I didn't really know if I was gonna stream very often. So now I'm trying to switch over to Windows and get all of that stuff sorted out. Let's see. Is the video extra choppy for anyone else or just you? I've actually had a couple people say that the video is choppier than usual, but OBS is telling me that it's fine. I'm getting, you know, 30 or so frames per second. No frames have been dropped, so I don't know. And Twitch says that the stream is acceptable, or yeah, acceptable. So, you know, it's at least acceptable according to them. But, you know, like I said, this is the alpha for my stream. Hopefully I will get it into better shape as well. But let's see. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the game. Let's see what's going on here.
Carry on my wayward son.
Well, that's some pretty good options. I think that... Oh no, hang on. Let's not do the stupidest possible thing in the world. Let's first play this Ancient Mage and get this extra spell power. So now Starfire is pretty cool, but I mainly just wanted to get that extra +1/+1 on him. So now I'll bash him. This is tough because I kind of want to just do 7 to him. Yeah, I should just do 7 to him. I was thinking about killing him but then I realized that he would still be able to attack there and then shoot in. This way, he's still going to do that, but at least I got 7 damage in. Mindless, did you set up the keyframe to interval equals 2 like they want? No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you know how to do that? If you can tell me how to do that real quick, I will definitely go ahead and do it. But yeah, I see that it's complaining about that. I just, was going to go look it up after the stream, basically. Let's see. Sorry, let me scroll back up. Trying to pay attention to the chat. Oh crap, things are happening.
Where am I?
All right, let's be smart here. He's probably got so he's probably got the mirror entity card. But I don't think I care. I don't think I'm gonna play another guy. Yeah. So he's got mirror entity to copy a guy, but I'm just gonna blow him up. All right, let me see. Just try to catch up with the chat. Polymorph, too late, buddy. Gonna build my. I can't wait to see your devil statue, Devil May Strike. That's gonna be awesome. I'll just do this so he doesn't feel too bad about that card in my hand. I'd like to watch, but my brother is taking the bandwidths year round. All right, see you, Raven. I got 12-1, letting the chat choose my plays. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's smart. No, I definitely used to play Magic, and so I know a lot of very, very good Magic players, like national champions and stuff. And we'd have parties at my house sometimes when we'd put Magic Online on the big screen, and you would just, it would be some random guy who's playing against like 3 national champions and like 4 or 5 of the other like best players in the country, and you can just imagine the poor guy has no idea. He just thought he's like playing against random dude, and he's actually playing against a brain trust that could win any tournament in the world. How bad that's gotta feel. Let's see. Oh, far more than acceptable. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. Just built a beast of a machine, so you'll be streaming soon. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting myself a streaming specific machine. Oh, and it looks like I got another donation. Did you guys see a pop-up for that? Because I didn't, but I'm also not paying that much attention to it. But this one, give me 1 second to figure out what's going on. Like my stream is in alpha. I'm working on it. Oh, this is also from Juju Flop. And wow, geez, dude. Well, thank you very much. This is a thank you for streaming in Europe time. It's my pleasure. I actually feel really bad that we don't stream on European time all that often. $120, geez. Thank you very much. Cheers. I feel bad that we don't stream that often on European time at work, and it's something I've said it a few times, and I'm not kidding, we're trying to figure out the best way to do it to accommodate additional European streaming time. Because it sucks, right? Like, it sucks that, our streams are on and it's, the middle of the night for you guys. Like, we like you just as much as we like our players in the US. It's just, we deal with a lot of time zone challenges, not just from Europe, but also from Asia. And there's just no good time to do stuff. Excuse me. So, but, oh, did it play Wayward Son? Yeah, so if you guys, did you notice, yeah, there should have been like a very quick playing of music and then, and a pop-up on the screen. I think towards the bottom, let me look real quick, I can figure that out. Oh god, what did I do? Let me play my turn. Streaming is hard, you guys. For the folks who've done it, like, I'm gaining a whole new respect for for it, because it's really challenging, the amount of like multitasking. Like, just playing Hearthstone at an acceptable level is already hard enough. And then, I want to talk to you guys and, fix problems on the stream and figure out, figure out what's going on. Like, it gets crazy real fast. So thanks for bearing with me while I'm, figuring all this stuff out. But yeah, I mean, you guys definitely do miss, a fair amount of stuff by being in Europe, but you also get like way better food, way better drinks, and I love Europe. I wish we had more occasions to go. So we get to see why Swipe again is one of the best cards. It just completely puts him off his turn. And now, I mean, if I'm really lucky, he'll play a Consecrate here, so that would be great. Let's see. I gotta see what Mindless Puppet says, because he's got some help for me. Do not do it. They want it, but it isn't the cause of the issues. Retina, it's gonna not let you post that link, just because I have the MooBot set up to prevent spam. But if you could send it to me in a message, I would really, really appreciate that. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here real quick. Oh man, I love this guy. The Aldor Peacekeeper he's really good. I wish he was on my side of the table, but beggars can't be choosers. So I think what I'm going to do is play a couple of these guys, probably walking into a Consecrate, but not much I can do about that. Let's see. So trying to catch up with the chat. That's 2.4 swag nods worth, yeah. Oh yeah, there's that Consecrate. I'll just smile. I mean, the good thing is he has to attack there now, because he can't let that live. So he really only, what was that? He really sort of got 1.5 for 1. So I can live with that. Let's see. Don't have enough juice here. Alright, let me see. No pop-up, but we heard the audio cue. I wonder why it didn't pop up. I wonder if I've just got that misconfigured. Oh, this is great. No, it looks like it should be configured correctly, but I can't figure it out now. Let's see. That is so bad. I guess I have to do this at least, because that way, oh man, that was stupid. That was so stupid. Bummer. What I should have done is use this to get the Divine Shield off of him and then attacked. That way I could have gotten him out of there without him using his ability. But, not a smart man. Alright. Let's see. Do this. Or 5-2. I don't get much out of 5-2, so yeah, let's do this. Let it go. Alright. Juju is a high roller. Yeah, well, and got that good exchange rate too, but yeah, I super appreciate it, man. I will buy a bottle of very good scotch with that. Oh no. I'm gonna need it to comfort me after this game, because this guy has a for real deck. Right, so you heard the music, but there was no pop-up. Interesting. I'll have to see if I can fix that.
Let me think.
Test it. So it works as a test for me. I wonder. Yeah. I wonder what the issue is. play my turn here. My sad, sad turn. Oh, jeez. Got even worse than I could have imagined. Let's see. Oh, at least that big dude is gone. So, I can play my big dude and see if he's got a solution for that. Do I have the pop-up window minimized? I don't think so. I mean, I see it. I see it right now. Like, it should be right on the druid head is where it should come up. And it's active, and I actually did the preview of it, and it worked fine, so I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Your email is about the EU. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I will check it out once I get off here. Oh, that was really good. Let's see. Oh, this is great. This is going to be a good turn, I think, because I can do this. Get him. Get him. And I mean, it's a little unfortunate that you don't lose this guy to the Ardent Squire, but I did solve a whole bunch of problems all at once there. Let's see. Oh, Consecrate. Rough. That's super rough. Let's see.
Speak to me.
I think your neighbor is launching a rocket.
Reporting for duty.
Hey, Live It Up. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Let's see. Okay, back to the game. All right, this isn't too bad. 7, 9. Yeah, this is probably the right play. Because he really can't come into this dude with that unless he's got a hammer. And if he's got a hammer, you know, fair play. And I've still got the Warlord and Starfire as backup, so I shouldn't be sweating it, but I'm definitely not massively winning this game yet. Oh, that's annoying. Not the end. Oh, that's really annoying. What can we look forward to in terms of EverQuest's next news at SOE Live? Well, I can't really tell you. We're still planning some of it. But we have a lot of good ideas, and I think we're going to be able to show you some really cool stuff at SOE Live. I just can't tell you exactly what just yet. All right, what is the play here? I have a few options. I can Starfire the big guy, or I can Savage Roar and play a 5/5 Warlord for 8. Yeah, that's definitely what I've got to do, right? Play him. Play this, do this. Now, hit him. Clears him out of the way. Clear him out of the way? I'm not sure. No. It's annoying. Yeah, I think I just have to attack. Because he's probably going to hit him with the stick and then do this to draw an extra card. How am I doing in Arena tonight? Not great so far. I think I'm 1-1 this time. This game could go either way. This deck is okay. I pulled together a Druid deck. It's not too bad, but I certainly